Well, hey everybody. I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb on the phone. Well, welcome to day 2 of my 3-day series on how to operate a shopping cart. What I want you to do is understand that you're going to be able to sell more to the same number of visitors to your website. So that's what I'm trying to help you do today. And I know you're used to seeing me Sunday nights at 10 p.m. for my late night show where we talk about all kinds of things: professional speaking, internet marketing, scams, self-defense, the crazy news of the week, and all kinds of stuff. So check that out Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern right here, facebook.com/Antion. Now I'm going to refresh over here so I can see comments coming in. If you happen to be watching at one of my other pages on Facebook, I won't see your comments until afterwards. So if you want to comment or ask a question, use facebook.com, switch over real quick to facebook.com/Antion, refresh your page, and there I'll be again. Yay! If you'd like notifications, thank you for sharing. People are sharing this already. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Notifications of when I do stuff, and I won't bury you with them, all right, because I don't do stuff every day. Go to Antion.com/notify. Antion.com/notify. And you'll get a little desktop notification when I'm going live, or if I have some special promotion or something, training, whatever. So check that out. You should have a pencil and paper together. Hey, thanks, Alan, for sharing. Appreciate it. Let me refresh here again over here so I can see who's coming in. And also make sure you... Larry says, I love the cheese hat. Yeah, that is a cheese hat right there, because one of my students is from Wisconsin. Yeah, so lots of people are sharing. Appreciate that. Yeah, put a comment in on your website, and we'll give you a shout out while you're here. And we end up getting lots of views on these things over time, people watching the replays and so forth. But you should have a pencil and paper in hand, because I'm going to give you tips, more than mechanically how to operate things. I'm going to give you theories of how, over many, many years, I've been just selling a lot more stuff to people with almost zero refunds, quality products, reasonably priced, and you can turn yourself into a very well-off person by doing this consistently over time. So that's part of what we're talking about today. Now let's recap what we went over yesterday. Now if you missed yesterday, you can scroll down my timeline here, facebook.com/Antion, and you can see yesterday's. We're doing Wednesday, which was yesterday, today's Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday. I know everybody's getting ready for the weekend, so I'm having it early, noon, so you can still catch it. Yesterday we talked about why you should have a shopping cart system, not just a shopping cart. It's a bigger thing than that. It's your email marketing, it's your coupons, it's your autoresponders that do all kinds of stuff for you that we covered yesterday. Why you want to have it on your own server, we covered yesterday, because it's going to be a nightmare if you try to install one on your server, maintain it, comply with all the credit cards requirements. So that's why we want somebody else handling all that. We talked about increasing sales using PayPal and a merchant account, how that works. We talked about sales tax rules. We talked about thank you page selling, which is a big revenue generator for me, and it should be for you. Anytime somebody buys something, you want to offer them something else, and we told you how to do that yesterday. We're doing a quick recap here, folks. And we talked about e-courses. We talked about all about autoresponders, sequential autoresponders, all the things it can do for you to give customer service and upsell after the sale, which we'll go in deeper to today. We talked about the difference between broadcast email and autoresponders, and mail merge, which is personalizing your emails. And we did all that in 33 minutes. So when you get done with this one, go listen to the other one, and it'll pay off for you. Now, one thing I didn't emphasize yesterday is about the fact that What I'm talking about is getting more money from the same number of visitors you have now. Because it's difficult to get targeted visitors. Thanks, Tiana, for mentioning me in a comment. Appreciate it. And what most people do is kill themselves to get more visitors when, in most cases, they're not selling as much as they could be selling to people that already visit them. And I'm not talking about making them mad and upsetting them and forcing things on people. I'm talking about the fact that if you really believe your products are good and help people, you're cheating them if you don't enthusiastically sell them. I'm seeing something about a helicopter crash. So yeah, you're cheating the people. And the reason I'm so enthusiastic about my products is because I don't want, I've got an anti-scam television show in development. I don't want to send you somewhere where you're going to get robbed. So I know I'm going to take care of you, and my company's going to take care of you. So you should feel the same way. If that's your philosophy, is you're going to take care of your customers, you should be selling more to the same number of people. Just for those of you that are new, that don't know me, and there's more of a bio yesterday, I've been selling on the commercial internet since the commercial internet started around 1994. I've been seen through all the shopping carts, all the stuff. This was long before blogging and social media and all that stuff. And once I started applying myself and got good training, I hit multimillionaire status around the year 2000. So and still enjoy it today. So I've been around a little bit, and I might just know something that might help you. So that's why you should stick around here. Okay, now there's. If you want a whole ebook on this for free, go here. The title of that site is How to Use a Shopping Cart, and then put .com on it. If you go howtouseashoppingcart.com, then you can download. Right there you see a little link. It says download your ebook. It's totally free, and it goes in even more depth than I'll be going into during these 3 sessions. So it gives you all the little nitty-gritty details, but in a concise fashion. I think it's about 30 pages or so. Now we are sponsored by, now again, write that down, howtouseashoppingcart.com. We are sponsored by the cart that I've been using and representing for about 16 years now, kickstartcart.com. You can also make money referring the cart on an ongoing basis. So I've made about, I think, $3.5 million referring the cart, and people get it and they never want to get rid of it because it's a normal human can operate it. I've had some people come to me with some of the fancier carts that are way more expensive. One lady told me she was spending $4,000 a month for a part-time person just to operate it. It's just crazy. So this is a normal human can operate this one, but kickstartcart.com has been kind of the lifeblood running my thing. My broadcast emails, my autoresponders, my coupons, my upsells, which we're going to talk about both of those today. And it's just awesome. All right, so back to me. You got to look at me now. All right, let's see what we're going to talk about today. One more just quick announcement. We only have 3 slots left now from VIP Video Day here at the Retreat Center. This is the Great Internet Marketing Retreat Center, where people come in all over the world to study internet marketing with me in the lap of luxury, I always say. But we're doing a special VIP video weekend, actually, where you shoot video in our high-definition studio. I consult with you before you get here, after you leave. When you're here, you learn YouTube marketing from my whole staff. You learn how to use video in social media marketing. You learn how to make a $50,000 production about you and your business for pennies on the dollar. Mine's made me at least $5 million because nobody else has them. And then the next day, I'm going to take you into the field and show you how to make awesome videos live to promote yourself, sales videos, right wherever you are. Only 3 slots left. Write this down, antion.com/VIP VIP-videoday.htm. Antion.com/VIP videoday.htm. Only 3 slots left, and it's coming up September, the middle of a couple weeks from now, so you better get on it. All right, let's get into today's topic. We got quite a few things to cover today. The first thing is going to be upsells. Now, this is something where you can make a lot of money. Let me refresh this. Here's Alan says, I use Kickstart Cart, and it does a lot. One of my goals is to use even more of its features. You're at the right place. Hey, Robert Rudleck's here. Tiana's here. Got a lot of people listening online. Great. Okay. So this is another way you sell more to the same number of people. And like I said before, you're doing them a favor and doing yourself a favor because they're getting quality stuff from you. Now, when I do an upsell means that a person buys one product, but then you immediately offer them another product. I'm not saying offer them a chance or to choose between 3 different products, because when people have to think, they do nothing, all right? So I'm offering them one product. When they decide to purchase that product, that's one decision. That's one of my things in sales, is I only give you one thing to think about, all right, at a time. So when they made that purchase decision, I offer them something else. Now, if you do this from what I'm going to teach you here in the next few minutes, you can pretty much guarantee 30 to 50% of the people that buy the first product will buy the second product. All right? That's called upselling. Now, I want to show you a simple thing. And, you know, I'm a simple guy, I got to tell you. I got hit multimillionaire status, but I have never done a launch. I have never done like an IPO and got millions in stock kind of money. Nothing. It's all from consistently selling things that help people, and in various price ranges. This is one of the lower price range things right here. Let me show you this. This is the top of my shopping cart when after someone has chosen to purchase a wedding speech book so that they don't look stupid at the wedding. They're immediately offered a wedding toast book for another $10 that saves them $7. Now, you say, well, gee, Tom, where's all the millions you're making? You know, that's only $10, all right? Yeah, but that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That was running since 2001, okay? And it's not so much anymore, all right, because the way I promoted it has changed. But for 9 years straight, this particular site and its sister site, which was still selling a wedding book, made $72,000 a year at 97% profit. And 30 to 50% of the people went for this upsell, which was an extra $10 per order over 9 years. All right, that's a lot of money, folks, at 97% profit especially. So that's just a basic, when they decided to buy one, you offered them another. And but it can be whatever price range, doesn't matter. It just matters that the theory that I'm going to teach you to make them do it is what matters. Doesn't matter what the price range is. Now, there's another way. Right underneath this is where their product is, but beneath that, I don't have a graphic for you. You can list a lot of other stuff. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? Larry, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Please hit your share button. That'd help me out. Thank you. There's a whole other place where you can put related products that people can just click on them and goes right into the cart. So you want to make it easy for people to buy your stuff. All right. So that's upselling, what we call at the point of purchase. They made one decision to buy, and then you're offering them something either at the top of the cart or beneath the cart, or both. You can do both, but again, that kind of violates my rule of multiple choices. I don't want people to have to think too much. I'll talk about that a little later. Now, just last week, I did a flash sale, and I was doing looking at the figures. I got notes here, folks. So that's why I look down here. 39% of the people took the upsell, and I have done thousands of these over the last, I don't know, 20. I've been doing this 24, 25 years online, 40 years in business, and this 39%. It's like always, it's 30 to 50% if you do what the theory that I'm going to tell you. Now, there's another way, before I get into the theory, that you can do it, and that's with what we talked about yesterday, which was autoresponders. So somebody buys one thing from you, they pay their money, it triggers an autoresponder series that you thank them and give them tips for using it or whatever you're going to tell them. And then a week later, maybe, you say, hey, because you bought the pink widget, we got these blue widgets that go along with it, and since you bought the pink one, we're going to give you a discount coupon, which we're going to talk about coupons in a minute. So the autoresponder automatically sells for you later while you're doing something else. See? Like I said, we went into in depth on autoresponders yesterday, but that's another way to upsell, is after the sale. This, what you saw on the screen here, is was at the point of purchase, but autoresponders are after the sale. All right, and I gave you a lot of theory on how to keep people from unsubscribing from you on yesterday's recording. Okay, now the upselling theory. Let me tell you about that. Let me use an example of, let's say you wanted to buy, let's say there's a guy on here that wanted to buy a suit. So he went to Today's Man, and in his mind he had a purchase price that he's going to spend $600 on a decent suit. All right. So he goes in there and he says, okay, $600, I want to buy a suit, and the guy fits him up for the suit, and then before he's done and leaving the store, the guy says, you know what, for everybody, we got his deal on, for everybody that buys a suit, we've got 2 for 1 on shirts and ties. So I'm telling you right now, 30% to 50% of the people are going to go for that deal. All right, so here's the theory behind it. The original purchase decision price was here, let's say, all right, $600 in this case. But the upsell was a lower price product. This is part of the formula for this, folks. A lower price product that was related to the original product, right? Shirts and ties go along with suits, right? This is pretty obvious. And it was a deal. So he had $600 purchase price. He had the offer, the upsell was shirts and ties that were a cheaper product and related to the original product, and they were getting a deal, 2 for 1. All right. So if you keep that formula in mind, 30 to 50% of the people, I'm pretty much guarantee you, are going to go for your upsell. It's just clockwork, folks. Now, you can do it the other way. You can, let's say somebody went in to buy a shirt and tie, and you said, hey, for everybody that bought a shirt and tie, we got these $3,500 cashmere suits on sale for $1,800. All right. Well, maybe you could sell a percentage, a tiny percentage of those, but how many people are going to go for that one? All right. So the other one is a sure thing. And yes, would I try with, in my position in life, trying something crazy like that? Yeah, because if nothing happens, I can still afford it. But if you really want and need the money, I would do this first formula over and over and over again, because it just works like clockwork. So that's upselling at the point of purchase, and that's the formula. Initial purchase price, cheaper product, related, and a deal. All right, you do that, lots of money's coming your way. All right, so another thing you can do with a good shopping cart is bundle products. And this goes back to a famous book that I remember when I was into this back in the early or late 90s, early 2000s. It's a book called Don't Make Me Think. All right. So anytime you could make it easier for your customer, chances are you're going to sell more. So you can take Kickstart Cart, for instance, and pick different products. Let's say you pick 3 or 4 related products. You can bundle them together and put a specific price. In other words, you're ignoring the prices of all the individual ones, and you're saying, okay, buy this bundle and you get it for just this price. And then what you do is you add up the retail price of all the other ones and say, hey, you'll save $28 by buying this bundle. See? So first of all, people love sales. That's absolute. You can, if you want a burst of income, have a sale. And that's a whole other thing in our training programs. We talk about sales and so forth. But by bundling it together, they don't have to think. They say, oh, look, I can get all the stuff I need on this topic right here and save $27? I'd be crazy not to do that. That's what you kind of want people saying when they see your stuff. Man, I'd be crazy not to take this deal, see? And that's called bundling, and Kickstart Cart, of course, does that. All right, now the next one is coupons. See, people love sales. They love deals. They love to coupon. I mean, now some people like myself are not as fond of coupons at the grocery store. All right. Now, if you ever hear of a homicide at Harris Teeter grocery store, it was probably me either killing myself or the little old lady in front of me that had a basket full of coupons and took 5 hours to check out to buy some Similac or something. I mean, you know, so I'm totally in, you know, for saving money. All right, I get that, you know, but it just drives me crazy. But see, none of that kind of frustration applies online, because that little old lady or whoever's using the coupons or is at their own desk or their own cell phone and just plugging it in, and they're not holding me up. So, hey, darn tootin', I'll use that coupon too, because I'm not holding anybody up, and I'm always in a hurry to get in and out, see? So, and that's what your customers are too, but it will stimulate sales if you can give them a coupon. All right, now, if you can give them a custom coupon, they feel even more important as a customer. So, in the shopping cart, you can make up any kind of coupon code you want. So if it was the local archery club, you could put Bullseye 10 or something as the coupon code and say, hey, it's just for the Virginia Beach Archery Club. You come over and buy this stuff and you get put in Bullseye 10, and you know, so people love that. And you can do that in seconds on the shopping cart. Now, what does the coupon do? Okay, because a lot of people just think, okay, I get a discount, but what does that mean exactly if you're running the shopping cart? Well, you have a choice. You can make it a percentage discount on their whole order. You can make it a percentage discount on a specific product. You can make it a percentage discount on a group of products. You know, if it was like all ebooks on sale, like you tag all your ebooks and then they're in a category, and you can make the whole category 50% off coupon today only. All right, you would get a burst of sales. In fact, one of my most famous sales ever was I was having an ebook clearance sale. All right. And it was so powerful. When people love sales, I was tongue in cheek, making it like it was a car sale, like a weekend car sale. Hey, boss says move them out. If we don't sell, you know, move out these last year's models, we're not going to have a job Monday, you know. And so I said, these old electrons are clogging up my computer, and if I don't get rid of them, I'm going to fire myself by Monday, or, you know, whatever it was. And I had dancing hot dogs on the screen and porta potties as if it was a car sale. sold $9,600 of half-price ebooks that day. See, so you can have a lot of fun with this, but they got a coupon to do it. I forget what the coupon was at the time. It was probably some car-related thing, and but people just love them. So that's a percentage discount. But you can also switch it to a certain amount of dollars off. You can also say, check a box that says, okay, they can't combine a bunch of different coupon codes and you owe them money. All right. So you have to watch for that with coupons. And another one that's very common and people love if you have physical products is free shipping. Okay. So that's another thing you can pick. And all of this is in seconds, and we tutor you on how to do this in the Kickstart cart. But if you can't do this, folks, you're leaving just enormous amounts of money on the table, because people love sales, and especially if you're doing digital products, it's electrons anyway. You're making a fortune on these digital products, so sure, discount them heavily, and people love that. They get, they'll move and they'll pull their wallet out like I showed you yesterday. Okay, so that's coupons. All right, next thing is, let me pull up another page here. This is the same page you saw earlier, but if you noticed, I know that's a little hard to see, but there's a button that you've all seen whenever you're shopping, called Continue Shopping. All right, let me check the thing here for any question. I got to refresh here, see if we got any more questions coming in. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Haven't heard from you for a while. Love the cheese hat. And don't forget Alan Brees at surviveanddefend.com. Sign up for his newsletter. He's one of my instructors in self-defense and active shooter, and he co-presented with me in my brutal self-defense seminar. So sign up for his stuff. Okay, and hit your share button if you wouldn't mind. And don't forget, tomorrow we're doing this again on other stuff, more things you can do. I don't know if Patricia's here right now, but and I don't speak as much anymore, but I will be appearing at her Idaho Women's Business Owners in Boise at the end of September. So check that out. We're doing a actual teleseminar, I think on the 7th maybe, that I can get you a login to if you want to get on the teleseminar. Okay. But anyway, you've seen continue shopping buttons. All right, everybody's seen those in an online shopping cart. Well, you want to be able, let me get myself back on here. You want to be able to customize where that button goes based on what the person just put in their cart. All right, so here's a weird example. Let's say you sold sporting goods. I used sporting goods yesterday too. Let's say you sold sporting goods and somebody just put golf balls in their cart. Now when they click continue shopping, do you think it'd be a great idea to send them to soccer equipment, or just generally to your home page, or just to your catalog page of all your stuff? That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Why not send them directly to your golf section of your sporting goods site, right? So that's called a custom destination page, and a lot of carts won't do that. They just allow you to pick one place to send people, and God help you, hope they can find what they want, all right? So you want to be able to do this. And see, everything I'm telling you, folks, is making it easier for people to give you money rather than get frustrated and leave. And that's called shopping cart abandonment, which we're going to talk about tomorrow, how to keep that from happening. But you want to put logical things in front of the people based on what they have done. And this is actually called behavior-based marketing. If they put soccer balls in there, that was their behavior. Then you send them to the soccer area of your site. I mean, it's just, it seems like so no-brainer. But if a lot of you went and reviewed what you're actually doing, you'd say, oh my God, it's no wonder nobody's buying anything extra, because I'm sending them, somewhere that doesn't make sense, put it that way. So custom destination pages. All right, so the next topic, and our final topic for today, and then I'll tell you what we're going to talk about tomorrow, is ad tracking and split testing. And this is how one of the ways people get really rich with just regular amounts of traffic and regular products. Like I said, nothing, no big fancy launches and any of that stuff. Just by selling more to the same number of people and finding out what works best for you and getting rid of what doesn't work best for you. Okay? So, hey Adrian, how are you? So in the shopping cart, there's one module called the ad tracking split testing module. So let me tell you how it works. It generates a special link. Let's take the first scenario that you are putting an advertisement for what you have on Facebook or Twitter, or you're emailing it to somebody, or you are having it put on somebody else's website, but you're paying for this advertisement. Wouldn't it be nice to know if that advertisement was paying off? Now, it might be simple if you were only putting it in one place, but if you're bothering to make an ad, you probably want to put it in a lot of different places to see where the buyers are. But if all you tracked was the number of sales that came in, you don't know which place brought the buyers. So maybe you put 10 ads out there in different places and you started getting some sales, but 9 of the places weren't bringing any buyers, only 1, except you don't know which one it was. All right, so you had to keep advertising and just basically pissing money down the drain to 9 places that aren't bringing you customers. How stupid is that? When all you have to do is get the shopping cart and put a special link that tracks each place and tells you, hey, place 7 was bringing you all the customers. So you quit advertising or change your ads at the other 9 places, see? Or just don't do it at all, and now you took something that was probably losing money and made it profitable, see? Or if it was profitable, you made it way more profitable because you got rid of all that dead wood. All right, so that's called ad tracking. All right, now the same module, also, if you have questions, I'll be taking questions after we're done here. Tiana says, love the win-win aspect of what you're sharing. Absolutely, Tiana. I'm not in business just to make money for myself. I'm in business because I enjoy small business. I enjoy seeing people thrive, and I get a lot of satisfaction of my helping them, making them thrive, and I make money too. I mean, you know, so it's awesome. So the other part of this exact same module is called split testing, and this is something that most people are too lazy to do, but this is how the people that make a lot of money do it. So let's say you have I'm going to show you an actual example so we keep it moving here. This is a picture of two, now the vertical blue line in the middle is just like a separator. But instead of the pages being, you know, I needed to display them in one screen. So on the left is a sales letter, and on the right side of the blue vertical line is a sales letter for the exact same product. And notice that on the left, there's a big picture of the product, and on the right, there isn't. The one on the right happens to be called an advertorial, which we're not really, you know, talking about that today. But anyway, I wanted to see which one of these sales letters sold the most, and this was a $1,000 product. And here's another sidebar for you folks. You cannot trust what you think, because most people would say, oh, the one with the picture of the product is going to sell the most. Well, guess what? When we did the testing from people that did not know me, the one on the right, which was a sales letter that had no picture of the product, you didn't know exactly what you were getting until it showed up on your doorstep. I painted the picture in your mind of the benefits of what you're going to get. The one on the left showed you the okay, so many discs and a book and a workbook and all this stuff. All right. Guess what? When we did the testing, this is called split testing or A/B testing. The one with no picture sold 4 times as many $1,000 speaking systems. This is the Wake 'em Up video professional speaking system. Than the one with the picture. And Corey Rudel, some of you may have heard of him. He died in a tragic accident several years ago, but he was my first teacher, and he was making $5 million a year from his apartment, so the guy really knew his stuff. And when I took a consultation with him, and he said, Tom, get the picture off of that darn sales page, because people, when they see what looks to be an expensive product at the top, they scroll to the bottom immediately and look for the price before they've seen the benefits. It's all logical stuff, but we fall in love with our products and want to put a big picture of it up there. And so he said, and then they leave because they see $1,000 and, I don't have $1,000. But if they had read all the benefits like they did on the other sales letter, those people that didn't have $1,000 found $1,000 because they saw all the benefits of having this product, and they wanted it really bad before they even knew there was a product. So this is what A/B split testing is. And then once you get a winner, which sales letter wins, you start testing individual pieces of it: the headline, the guarantees, the price, the pictures, the testimonials, and it's a pain in the rump. However, just to give you one of the guys that taught me, from his original sales letter to after he did all the testing, after it took him a month or so, but it's so easy now online to do this. Before the internet came along and these split testing modules, it took months or years to do split tests with direct mail. All right, so now you can, depending on your traffic, can do it in a matter of hours. But anyway. From his original sales letter to the final one, it sold 19 times as much as his first one. Now, wouldn't you rather have 19 times the sales? Especially some of these sales letters, like these have been running for, I don't know how many, 15 or more years, something like that. So that's a lot of money, all right, over time. So that's, and you have to have a good shopping cart to do that. Simple as that. Or you can pay an outside service and a fortune to do this, or you can have a good shopping cart like Kickstart Cart that does it for you with, literally less than, 3 minutes of tutoring shows you, okay, do this here, do this there, push this button, and there's your link. And what happens is the first person that clicks on the link goes to sales letter A. The second person goes to sales letter B, and then it alternates them. Let me get, it's locked me out. I can't get back. There I am. So it alternates them, and then at the end of the day, it tracks them and tells you, okay, sales letter B had the same amount of traffic as sales letter A, but you sold 4 times as many. So boom. One guy told me one time, he says, the internet's a simple math problem. He says, you do something and count what happened. And then whichever one got the highest count, do that. All right, pretty simple, right? So that's called split testing. Okay, so that's our stuff for today. Put any questions, if you have any questions, put them in there. Adrian, I feel bad for you. He's using WooCommerce, so he must be a techno geek, because nobody in their right mind that wants simple and high quality would do that. But I mean, it'll work if you are crazy enough to be able to, not crazy because Adrian's not crazy, but he's very technical. You can't do this, a cart like that, if you're not technical. And there's so many downsides to it. I mean, the merchant account compliance. If something goes wrong, you're responsible to maintain it on your own server. And your hosting service people, they're going to say, I don't know what to do. So God help you. But Yeah, if you're highly technical and want to spend your time doing that, okay with me. But no, I want people spending their time writing sales copy, creating products, and actually making money, not fighting with the technology. So, and when they suck you in, like I talked yesterday on, oh, it's free. Yeah. Oh, God help you when it's free on a shopping cart, because it's you're just in deep doo-doo. You just don't know it yet. All right. So Adrian's laughing. Oh yeah, he teaches WordPress. So yeah, of course you're going to be with WooCommerce. But we teach WordPress too. But again, we're interested in selling stuff and making money as your business. And one of the things I always talk about techno geeks is they'll spend 4 hours fooling with a hard drive, and making little, things where in 4 hours I wrote an ebook that's brought in $3.5 million. All right, when I was at a layover at an airport, so I want you concentrating on making money, not fooling with the technology. There's plenty of off-the-shelf technology, more than you could ever possibly use in a lifetime, that can help you sell, and that's what I'm trying to teach you today. All right, now tomorrow we're going to talk about shopping cart abandonment and how to fight that, because people get into your shopping cart and then they just never finish the sale. Well, we're going to help you with that. We're going to talk about sales reports and accounting, putting it out to your accounting so you see what's working and what isn't. We're going to talk about affiliate programs, where you get an army of commission salespeople that you don't have to pay, selling your stuff around the world only on commission. And we're going to talk about recurring billing, which has made me another fortune, in that you can offer finance options with no interest, and the shopping cart collects the money without, I used to finance stuff and then forget to charge people, but now all of that, will go over that tomorrow. But that's another thing that makes a lot of extra money, because people have a perceived thing that the economy's bad and I got to watch my money. But if you can finance it for them and they don't have to go through credit checks or put it on a credit, they're 29% interest, so they love it and they'll buy stuff from you. All right, so if you want notifications of this kind of stuff, go to antion.com/notify. And it doesn't work for everybody, but it'll give you desktop notifiers. And then if you like training like this is how I go with all of my students. And we have a whole crew of people in here for you in my mentor program, which is the longest running ever on the internet, most successful, most number of students, no lawsuits, no refunds, no people chasing me for, this and that. And a lot of successes from going through a program. So check that out at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com, greatinternetmarketingtraining.com, and maybe you'll be here in the studio audience right here in the retreat center when I do a Sunday night show one of these days. Also, VIP Video Day, antion.com/VIPvideoday.htm. There's only 3 slots left. It's going to be freaking awesome. All right, I'll see you tomorrow to talk about all that stuff on Friday's shopping cart stuff. Catch you tomorrow.